Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. Sorry I missed you yesterday, although you did have 2 readings the day before, so hopefully it kind of balances everything out and you were covered. How you doing? Well, let's have a look and see what's going on for Pisces placements at the time you watch this reading. Take what resonates, disregard the rest. You know the drill. You have to use your own discernment. Take a second to hit that like button for me, and thank you. And thank you for all your comments, and thank you for subscribing and for your super thanks or donations. Everything you do is very much appreciated, and I'm sending all my love right back to you. Oh, the Star, the Lovers, and the 6 of Swords. All right, moving forward with health, balance, commitment, love, contracts, relocation, to do with some sort of green light, approval, something working out the way you hoped. All right, Pisces, we'll take it. See what's going on for Pisces placements at the time they watch this reading, what they need to know for their highest good. For Pisces at the time they watch this reading. Okay, the Devil wanted to show their face. Let's see. Pisces at the time they watch this reading, what they need to know. Okay. I think this is called the Crystal Magic Tarot deck. For those of you who want to know. Okay. King of Coins at the bottom of the deck, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is long-term investment, long-term goal, long-term gain. Reaching a conclusion in a situation that you've put a lot of time, energy, dedication, effort into. Reaping rewards. It could also be speaking to a financial advisor, speaking to a figure of authority when it comes to your stability or security, your money. A focus on stability and security, on long-term investments could also be the case here. Current situation, we have the Fool, brand new start, new adventure. So this could be where you're starting your own business and you're talking to a banker or financial advisor or someone who can invest funds into this business, or someone who's been doing this for a long time and you're kind of picking their brain. How did you do it? What do I need to be aware of? What do I need to be mindful of? It could be some sort of business coach or something like that, right? For others of you, there's a fresh start when it comes to an earth sign, or there's taking a chance, or someone viewing you as a solid long-term investment. Okay, let's see. Could be a new job, new career. It could be a lot of different things. And the challenge, we have the 2 of Swords, and this could be. It comes up a little bit as denial, not wanting to look at something, not wanting to address something. But we'll see what other cards come out, because if that King of Coins is your energy with the Fool and the 2 of Swords, this is where your mind is made up and you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to discuss it with other people. You're not going to have a debate. It's like, no, this is not, I'm not asking for permission. I'm not asking for your opinion, right? But it could be that a lot of people are giving you different opinions, or unsolicited opinions, or unsolicited advice, or this could also be conflicting information. And it's a bit of a challenge, because it's like, well, what do I don't know enough to make this decision on my own, and the people I'm talking to are giving me conflicting messages. So it could be a bit confusing. Queen of Cups in the Foundation. Could be your energy. This could be self-love, self-nurturing, being very kind and patient with yourself or someone else. It's also an energy of being patient, waiting, allowing for things to unfold. In the recent past, we have the Page of Coins. Yeah, you've studied for something, you've prepared for something. And in the current situation with the Fool, you're taking a step, you're going forward, you're taking a chance, because you want to go from the Page to the King. You want to see progression, you want to see advancement in the situation, or you feel like, I know enough to get started. Page of Coins with the Fool. This could also be an energy of, because it's a bit passive here, and this is telling you it's time to get going. It's time for you to do something in the situation. Take the first step, initiate the conversation, apply to the thing, whatever it is. On the mind, the Two of Coins. Yeah, Two of Swords and Two of Coins is where we make up our mind and then we change our mind based on what other people are saying or based on conflicting messages and conflicting information, because we're trying to make a very rational, practical decision. But with the Queen of Cups and the Foundation, we may be ignoring our heart or our intuition. Maybe we don't trust it, especially when it comes to money matters, right? But the whole thing is with the Two of Swords, anyway, and the Two of Coins, there are clues of which is the best direction. There are clues, but they may be subtle or they may be of some sort of spiritual nature, right? It's just signs and symbols here and there and synchronicities pointing you in the right direction. And it could be that you're in this very practical mindset of, I'm not going to go on feeling. I need to see facts, right? And that could be the challenge with the Two of Swords as well. So let's see what's going on today. We have death, big change and transformation. We have the Seven of Wands, overcoming, and the Ten of Coins. Long-term gain, long-term success, abundance. This is something it feels like, I don't know if it feels like it or that's what it is, but this is something that feels like you have to fight for it. And I feel like you've been trying to be patient, you've been trying subtle approaches, you've been trying to allow for things, you've been trying to whatever. And the thing is, why it's still stuck is because this is something you're supposed to fight for, as opposed to just kind of let it come together when it's, you know, this isn't the time to kind of be too passive or too much like going with the flow. This is a time for you to fight for something, to take a stand, to make something known, to take initiative with the Seven of Wands and the Fool. If you have to put an end to something, to start this thing, it's, you have to be the one to do it. And I feel like you've been avoiding that with the Two of Swords and the Two of Coins, hoping someone else makes a decision or hoping things line up in such a way where you don't have to have an uncomfortable conversation or, you know, that kind of situation. And the message here is you can have what you want, but you have to take the charge. You have to take action. You have to speak up. You have to stand up for yourself and what you want. You have to make it known. If that means having a conversation, if it means applying for something, if it means telling someone a truth, however it resonates, okay? Okay. And also, if you know this already, but you're not sure what way to go, trust your intuition. And I know everyone says that all the time, and it's so annoying, and I also roll my eyes when I hear it. Trust me, I do. But genuinely, with the Queen of Cups and the Foundation, and you as a Pisces, wherever you have Pisces in your chart, your intuition is a superpower. We just have to make sure that we're listening to our intuition and not our fears. That's the challenge, right? Because you are being guided, you are being shown what to do, what decision is best, which way to go, or when the right time to act is. For some of you, you're waiting for the right time, and sometimes you're thinking, oh, I think it's today, and then you change your mind because it's like, well, I don't know anymore. So it's time to make a decision, final decision, and just go for it, one way or another, okay? Because there's some sort of window of opportunity that could be closing up, Pisces. And I feel like that's why this is coming up. So let's see, let's clarify for Pisces. The Fool in the current situation, we have the Nine of Coins. Has to do with independence, self-sufficiency, reaching your goals, your financial goals, your health goals, your business goals, your life goals, okay? It is independence. And it's telling you, again, this is, you're ready to do this. You're ready to do this. You're ready to start your own business. You're ready to be independent. You're ready to stand alone. You're ready to take charge in a situation. You're ready to apply for that job or that promotion or go for that raise, request that bonus or whatever this is for you. That has to do with money, that has to do with living arrangements. For others of you, what gives you pause is the fact that yes, you're ready. Yes, you have enough to do this in terms of time, energy, resources, or being prepared, however that resonates. But what gives you pause is you're sitting there thinking, I don't know if I want to invest everything I have and everything I am in this, because what if it goes wrong? It took me a long time to get to this place. And this could be where you're being faced with a choice of whether or not you get yourself into a relationship, into a new relationship, or if you take a relationship to the next level. And you're saying, I've spent a long time getting myself together after all my failed ones, and learning and growing, and I'm finally at a place where I'm happy on my own, and I'm happy single, and just living life and enjoying myself, where my business is taking off. I don't know that I want to risk that, get myself in another relation. I don't know, right? That could be the decision. Or you've been working for yourself and it's going well and your business has just started to pick up, and here comes this amazing job opportunity, but it would involve you working for someone else, going back to a 9-to-5, going back to, you know, what you've kind of walked away from and had to build your own path. And so that's a big decision. You know, what do you do? You finally got to a place where you're living on your own and you have your peace and you have your happiness and your safe place and all that. And there's some sort of situation where you could bring someone else in. It would be very beneficial financially, but you're saying, I don't know if I want to risk losing my peace. I don't know if it's just about the money at this point for me, right? But it's a difficult decision because it's two equally great, just in different ways, paths and opportunities. So that's what makes it challenging to differentiate between the two, to figure out which one's best, because everyone's kind of, first of all, everyone's telling you different things. They're giving you conflicting messages and conflicting information. So it's just time to stop listening to other people and start listening to yourself, okay? And then it's important to decide what is more important to you, because that will be your decision. Okay, it will become clear when you think of it as what makes me happy, what's the most important thing to me in my life. Your choice will become clear. Okay, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else, Pisces. 2 of Swords in the challenge, the 6 of Swords. It has to do with moving away from something to move towards something else. It has to do with some sort of transition. Again, we have this aspect of peace. But also the 2 of Swords with the 6 of Swords is 8 of Swords overthinking or analysis paralysis, which is where you could be, because it's just rational. That's the challenge. The challenge is you're being overly rational and overly critical in a situation where your heart is telling you what to do, but you're not listening to your heart. You know what I mean? And it's understandable, Pisces, don't get me wrong, I get it. Queen of Cups in the foundation. The High Priestess. Your intuition is guiding you, Pisces. You just don't want to look at it because you don't trust it, because it's gotten you into trouble before. What you thought was your intuition, and it was actually a fear, or it was actually some sort of false hope sold to you, or it was actually someone else's belief, or whatever it is. But now you're saying, I'm not sure what my intuition is telling me, and I've gotten in trouble in the past, so I'm just not going to look at it at all and try to just be completely rational and logical in the situation. So it's like, I'm not sure what my intuition is telling me is accurate and what isn't. Like, what is my intuition and what is my wishful thinking? I can't tell them apart very well. Therefore, I'm just not going to look at that in that box at all. Anything that comes from my emotions or intuition or my hopes and fears, I'm not going to look at that at all, and instead just be completely practical, rational, and realistic. But that's exactly the downside to the whole situation. That's what's making things even more difficult for you. You thought it would make it easier, but it's actually making things more difficult, more complicated. Page of Coins in the recent past. We have, here's the 8 of Swords. You've been stuck. You've been in your head for quite some time because it's still in your challenge. This is also getting stuck looking at the details, not seeing the wood for the trees, right? If that's the phrase. Not seeing the woods for the trees. Where we're getting so stuck on the details, we lose sight of the big picture. The Page of Coins is details. 8 of Swords is details. It's overkill. It's overthinking. And we get lost in the details. We lose sight of the big picture, and we get stuck because we genuinely don't know which way to go. And for others of you, it is a case of you've been obsessively working towards gaining some sense of independence or regaining your sense of independence after a difficult time. And now it's a bit terrifying to put that on the line, to risk it for something that you're not sure you can trust or not. But it goes back to your heart, your intuition will tell you if you can trust it or not. So the message here, if you want to take the advice, instead of looking for answers in books and talking to people and researching and reading and writing, instead of doing that, rather spend some time, in addition to that, but spend some time in meditation, in contemplation, doing self-love activities, quieting the mind, focusing on identifying and becoming more clear of what your intuition is trying to tell you. And that will make all the difference. It will make your decision clear. 2 of Coins and 6 of Cups. It has to do with, do I go back to a way of life? Do I go back to someone? Do I go back to something where it's familiar? You know, so there's a comfort, there's a predictability to it, so there's a comfort to it, versus starting something brand new with the Fool, completely different. And I feel like for the most part, you're being guided towards the new, but it's because it's so different. It's a bit daunting. And again, because you don't trust the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities, and instead you're just trying to be completely rational and logical, that's detrimental, because this is so new and so different that you don't have the facts about it to consider. You're just making assumptions, potentially. You know what I mean? Oh boy. All right, let's see. Outcome here. Death, 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Coins. Strength, Judgment, 8 of Cups. It has to do with walking away from an old way of life, with having the strength and the courage, Leo energy, to see the big picture, Judgment, and to walk away from what you can clearly see no longer serves you, is no longer for you, doesn't make you happy anymore, doesn't fulfill you anymore. And having the strength to walk away, having the strength to release it, having the strength to release yourself from a contract, from a relationship, from several relationships, from an environment, from a dynamic, from a way of life. What else for Pisces? 5 of Coins, the Sun, and Justice. Don't be afraid. You will not experience sorrow and loss and disappointment. Don't be afraid. This is just your fear. It's the 8 of Swords coming out in your reading twice. We have the Strength card, you have the Death card, you have Judgment. And if that's not enough, the Fool and the Sun. And Justice. This is clarity. This is it for you. This is the right decision. This is the truth. This is what it is, right? This is what you think it is. This is what you think it can be. You are correct. You are right. That is the right decision. That's what this means, the Sun with Justice. And it's a happy outcome. It's a fair outcome. It's a balanced outcome. Your actions will be rewarded. Your belief in yourself and what you're trying to do will be rewarded. Your trust in yourself, your guides in the universe, and following the signs they're giving you, that will be rewarded. But it's up to you to take a stand, and it's up to you to do something in this situation. See, under the King of Coins, we have the 4 of Swords and the Lovers again here with the 4 of Coins. There's a commitment in front of you. There's a choice in front of you. Do you go with something familiar, or do you go with something brand new and very different than what you're used to? Do you trust yourself that you'll be okay no matter what happens? And do you trust the situation? Do you trust the signs and the symbols that you're seeing? Do you trust your spiritual team? Do you trust the universe, right? Because it's been stuck for quite some time with the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Coins. 7 of Coins, because you've been looking at it and reviewing it and going back and forth about it. 6 of Coins, 4 of Cups, to the point of analysis paralysis. 8 of Wands and the Devil, analysis paralysis, obsession, overthinking, distrust. 10 of Swords, because of past pain and past betrayal, and we've all been there, and I know why that happens. I get it. But the message here is you've learned from that. You've grown from that. You're wiser, you're stronger, you're braver, you're more capable, you're more knowledgeable. Don't see yourself as the Fool in the sense of, people look at the Fool sometimes and they think that just means naive, and it can mean, but it's one aspect of that energy. The Fool, ultimately, and especially in this context, is trust, is what it is. I don't know the entire plan, but I don't need to know the entire plan to get going. I feel very strongly that I'm meant to take this step. That's all I'm looking at. And I'm in the moment and I'm in the present, the Fool with the Sun. I'll take the step and I'll go from there. Then I'll figure out the next step. But it's that level of trust that this feels right. I'm going to do something about it, right? Okay. Let's see, Oracle energy and advice for Pisces when it comes to this situation. Oracle energy and advice for Pisces. And it's like the Death card, the old you. It's like if you picture it like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly, you're ready to come out of that cocoon. You're ready to come out of that cocoon. With the Death card in your reading, this is telling you that what it is you're trying to hold on to, the old way, is going to go away anyway. And there's a lot of ways in that sentence, okay? And it's also telling you you have grown, you have changed. It's interesting, the Six of Cups here has wings, like a little fairy or a little butterfly, right? You're not the same you used to be. You're not the same person. You're not going to make the same mistakes if that's what you're afraid of, right? You're not going to miss the red flags like you did in the past if that's what you're afraid of. Trust yourself. Give yourself some credit that you've learned and you've grown. Page of Pentacles, you've paid attention. You see the big picture, Judgment. You're strong, you're brave. You can handle anything. Trust yourself, Pisces. Look at it if it's not enough. Metamorphosis. That's literally caterpillars coming out of cocoons, turning into butterflies, is what that is. So I'm speaking the truth. I'm not making anything up, okay? That is what it is. We have 31, dry desert. It's what you're leaving behind, what you've come through and come from. But you've survived that, Pisces, and trust me, it's like the Ten of Swords, right? Which we've also seen under there. You survived this, there is nothing that's gonna break you down, bring you down, or break you apart again. Protecting treasure, 39. You've achieved some level of happiness, joy, comfort, abundance, stability, and that's what you're very protective over. I don't want to risk it. And I don't trust myself enough to know what risk is going to pay off and what risk is just going to be a stupid risk. That's where you're at, okay? Dragon's Lair, 19. This is the fear, the paranoia, the anticipating the worst because that's what you're familiar with. That's what you've known. It's a tense energy. But it's coming to an end with the 19. Okay? It's coming to an end. Or it has come to an end and it's time for you to acknowledge that. Encouragement. 54. You're being shown the way. You're being encouraged. You're being supported by people in your life or by your guides or the universe with signs and synchronicities and in your dreams and putting things in your path and putting people in your path. You're being encouraged. You're being supported. You're being guided. You're never alone. Field of Dreams, number 21. It's time for growth. It's time for expansion. You're ready to go. Again, with the wings, with the butterflies, that could be a symbol for a lot of you. You're ready to go. You're ready for growth, for expansion, for new horizons. But it's time to stop thinking about it and to just do it. Okay, so for today, the guidance, the advice, if you do nothing else, do something. Take one step. If it means having a conversation, if it means making an appointment with someone, if it means digging up a form because you're going to go through with that application, if it means getting yourself registered somewhere for jobs or dating profiles or whatever it is, if it means starting to look at houses, if it means starting to research what it means to own a business, whatever this is for you, the new that's trying to come into your life, that you're being pointed towards, that you're being guided towards and encouraged towards, whatever that is for you, take some sort of step towards it. However small, but take some sort of step towards it, because that will help bring it in faster, smoother. And with every step you take towards the right situation, you'll have confirmation with every step you take, in the form of a feeling, in the form of fast response, in the form of seeing results right away, in the form of just feeling good about yourself and inspired and confident. The more you do it, the more confident you get about it. Okay, that's how you know. Those are also signs and symbols, but you have to kind of keep in mind about them, right? But Pisces, this is what I have for us. Metamorphosis indeed. It's time to come out of that cocoon, Pisces. It's Aries time. Come on now. Time to get going. It's time to take action. It's time to make stuff happen, to initiate. That's the whole thing with the Fool energy as the first card out. It's Aries energy. Initiate, take action, take initiative. However small the step you take, but take that step. Okay? It's important. So Pisces, I really hope this helps. Let me know what this is for you, how it resonates for you if it does. Let me know in the comments as always. But yeah, this is what I have for us today. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for your support. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.